we finished 2.4, so that means that today is question day, and if I have time, but I don't think I have a test ready yet, I'll look and see, because I'm working on several tests right now for 6 classes that I teach. So we'll just have to see how that works out. 109. And here are the questions. And see, here's another thing. It just takes forever for things to load. I don't know what's going on. So it was doing that this morning with the 120 class. Shouldn't take that long to pull up your emails. There. See, 1 minute, it says it takes 20 minutes to pull them up, and then all of a sudden, nothing. It's the damn Russians. All right, subject. There we go. All right, so we got a lot of questions to go over, so let's go over them. 2.349/19. 2.349/19. First of all, is it a test question? I guess it is. I haven't seen this one before. A concert promoter needs to make $51,300 from the sale of 1,900 tickets. The promoter charges $26 for some tickets and $45 for other tickets. Use the given information in parts A through E. If there are X of the $26 tickets sold and Y of the $45 tickets sold, write an equation that the total number of tickets is 1,900. Well, that's going to be 26X plus 45Y is equal to 1,900. Okay, and I guess our X plus Y is equal. Well, that would be right. I guess I just don't have it written in the right format. X plus Y is equal, and then 26X plus 45Y is equal to 51,300. I'm sorry. How much money is received for the X tickets at $26 each? Okay, this is what they're going to be doing. I don't know what they're asking, but this is what they're going to do. Sometimes these questions can be a little bit around the world. Hold on, I got to pull up. There. Here we go. X plus Y is equal to 1,900. And then 26X plus 45Y is equal to, what is it, 51,300. Okay, that's where you're heading with this. All right, I don't know what they're going to ask there in B, but you're heading for this. And I would probably multiply the top by negative 26. And that's going to give you a negative 26X minus 26Y is equal to, let me get out the handy dandy calculator, because if I asked y'all, y'all won't tell me because y'all don't talk to me. So 26 times 1,900.
You have a work email.
26 times 1,900. 49,400. And of course, the 26, the X terms cancel. I'm using the elimination method here. And 45 minus 26. 45 minus 26 is 19. 19y, and then 51,300 minus 49,400 is 1,900. So you got to sell 100 tickets of the Y, and then 1,800 of the X. Now that's what the final answer is going to come out to be, but I don't know what they're asking on these questions. So let's see what they're asking. So I'll let y'all have a minute to write that down. That might be technical support. Okay, there is a, okay, didn't you say something, Mr. Melnick, about AT&T being out? Or somebody said something. What did you hear?
It's like it's out all over South Carolina or something like that.
Yeah, there was an alert that they went down yesterday. I do not know if they're still having problems or not. Okay, that would explain a lot. All right. I'm not going to be too hard on them if the whole state is out. I'm not going to be too hard on them. Okay, so let's go back to the question and see if we can muddle through what they're doing. How much money is received for the sale of X tickets for 26? That would be 26 times X. I think they're going around the world to tell you, yeah, 45Y. And that's going to equal 51. Okay. 26x plus 5y is equal to 51,300. Okay, that's what I thought they were going for at the beginning. Solve the equations. We need 1,800 $26 tickets and 100. There we go. Okay. Is this a test question? I would not put this on a test, but the using this, this is a test question. Put A and D together and find the answer. That's a test question. So whoever sent this question, I can understand why you're a little bit confused, because the question, you know, tells you how to go from here to your house, go from school to your house on the back roads. Okay, when you could have went Clemson Boulevard straight and done X plus Y is equal to 19 and 26 and done the problem. Okay, so don't feel bad if you're confused on this problem, because the B and the C actually took me off because I was looking for this right here. So don't feel bad about being confused on that question. Next question. Good gosh. Y'all sent me all these questions right here in the last, thanks. Okay. Delete. Okay, Miss Abrams, does that help you okay? Or
yes, it does.
Okay, I'm gonna take those two off. And since people are during class, or I don't know, where do these problems come from? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not even gonna ask. 2.335/14. There we go. This is what I've been getting. Have any of you been getting these? Anybody?
Nope, not me.
Sometimes it'll let me go through, and sometimes it just sits there and spins. A manufacturer of a household item has the revenue given by the function R is equal to 14.5x, and a total cost of C, revenue is this, and cost is this, where X is the number of items sold. Use the graphical method to find the number of units at which the manufacturers will break even for the product. Okay, R is equal to 14.5. I guess they're looking for where they intersect. I don't know if they're looking for where they intersect or what. I would assume it's where they intersect. So let's take our handy dandy. I'm just going to write them out right quick. R is equal to 14.5x. And C is equal to 12x plus 450. Okay. Now, I'm going to assume, since they're wanting, it says use graphical methods to find the number of units as which they break even. So that means where they intersect. So I'm going to take my handy dandy calculator out, and I'm going to graph y is equal to, turn it on.
You just have to set them equal to each other, and then you just solve it.
Yeah, and that's what you're doing when you graph them. Okay, I'm going to show you both. So 14.5x, and this is gonna later on, it'll help you also. Clear 14.5x and 12x plus 450. And I'm gonna make that one dark. And graph. And I've got my stats on. Hold on, turn stat off. Second stat plot off. Sorry about that. And graph. And I'm going to hit zoom fit. There's one, and there's the other, and they're converging up here. So I'm going to zoom out. And I'm going to move the center of the graph over this right there. And there is the intersection point right here. So I'm going to hit second, trace, intersect. This will save you time. I know it's not saving, but you're not typing your calculator with a mouse either. And I'm going to put my right in there. And there's your intersection point. So these intersect at 180, comma, 2610. Okay, now let's set them equal to each other. 14.5x is equal to 12x plus 450. Well, this one's the smallest bucket, so I'm going to take it across the river. And that's going to leave me with what? 1.5 is equal to 450. Is that correct? I'm looking, make sure. Divide by 1.5.
2.5, Mr. McClure.
Say again?
Yes, 2.5.
Thank you. And that's going to give me 2.5 here. And 450 divided by 2.5, 180. X is equal to 180. and back substitute. Why am I back substituting into this one? Because it's simple. Times 14.5, 2610. There's two ways on the test that you, and this is a test question. I don't mind this one. I like this one. It's kind of short and to the point. Well, it's not short and to the point because it kind of goes around the world telling you to graph two or set them equal to each other. Whenever you want to find an intersection point, you can set them equal to each other, you can graph them, or you can use substitution or elimination. In this case, you would use graphing or setting equal to each other. Okay, so let's go back to the questions. The number of break even is, what did we say it was, 180? See, that's the question I like. No parts, just short and to the point. All right, that's 2.335. That's 39. So let's go over 39/16. I apologize. See, the last one went right to the homework problem. This one is going to sit there and spin. Come on.
Something's really wrong with your internet.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. So I've been doing this for 2 days. Let me go to another problem. Let me go to Miss Babineau. Maybe it'll come up.
You have a work email.
I'm about ready to scream. And what gets me is as soon as we get out of class, it'll work fine. Shouldn't be taking that long to pull up a homework question. Okay, well, you can have a snack while I pull up a homework question. Let me try. Let me try Mozilla Firefox. I'm really don't know what else to do. And nothing there. See, now it's working. You gonna go ahead and say it again? Justice, you gonna go ahead and say it again? Or whoever said that? Whoever said that magnificent feat of observation? Nobody's gonna say anything? That I'm having problems with my internet? All right. Demand for a certain product is given by P plus 3Q is equal to 340. And the supply for this product is given by P minus 3Q is equal to 160, where P is the price and Q is the number of products. Okay, so they're going to want to, you can go ahead and get rid of, okay, I can tell this is an elimination problem because look at these two. What does 3Q have in front of it? It looks like to me that those two are going to cancel. And you're left with and if P is equal to 250, well, 250 is going to be minus 253. So 250 plus 3Q is equal to 340 minus 250 minus 250. That'd be 90, wouldn't it? 3Q is equal to 90 divided by 3. Q is equal to 30. So it looks like to me that your answer is 250, 30. Find the price at which the quantity demands equal quantity supplied. So 250. Quantity would be 30. I like that question. That's a good question. BS stands for many things, but we're going to say back substitution. Question on that one. Hopefully you feel good about yourself. So that's 39. Miss Babineau, is that the same? Was that good for you? Okay, she's here, but she's not saying anything. Okay, so P plus 4Q, P plus 4Q is equal to 344. P minus 4Q is equal to 136. And of course, the 4Qs cancel. And you're left with 2P is equal to, I have no idea. That's a 0, that's an 8, and that's a 4. And P is equal to 240. Back substitute. And that's going to be 240 is equal plus 4Q is equal to 344 minus 240 minus 240. 4Q is equal to 401 and Q is equal to 2. That will leave 24, which is 6. So 240 bucks. Oops, sorry. 240 bucks. And the quantity at 240 is 26 units. Another good test question. All right, 2.3, 40/17. 2.3, 40/17. If a certain product has supply and demand function given by P is equal to 40Q plus 300 and P is equal to minus 60Q plus 5,300. If the price P is 1,100, how many Q units are supplied and how many are demanded? What price gives market equilibrium and how many units are demanded? Well, that's where you set them equal to each other. I'm trying to figure out A, if the price P is 1,100, well, you'd have to plug in 1,100 for P for both of them. I would assume. So I'm trying to figure this out. 1,100 is equal to 40Q plus 300, and 1,100 is equal to negative 60Q plus 5,300. Should come out. Okay, I'm just going to see what's happening here. I know B, you're going to set them equal to each other basically, or you're going to eliminate. Here, we're going to minus 300, minus 300. That's going to give us 40Q is equal to, well, that's going to be what, 800? So Q is equal to 20. And then here, you're going to minus 1,100 minus 5,300. So negative 60Q is equal to, well, 1,100. I'm not going to, my brain's already hurting. 1,100 minus 5,300. Negative 4,200. Divide by negative 60. Divide that by negative 60. And that's equal to 70. So with one, we got equal to 70, and the other one we got equal to 20. So I know that can't be right because they're not asking that. They only got one. So I have no idea. I'm going to go ahead and go to B because that's where they're going to want to know. They're going to set them equal to each other. I'm sorry. They're going to actually, P is equal to 40Q plus 300, and P is equal to negative 60Q plus 5,300. Well, I'm going to change that to P minus 40Q is equal to 300. And this is P plus 60Q is equal to 5,300. And of course, you're going to eliminate. So I'm going to put P plus 60Q is equal to 5,300. Well, I got a positive and a negative, but I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to multiply the top by negative 1, and that's going to give me negative P plus 40Q is equal to negative 300. Now I'm going to add, and the P's go out, and that's going to give you 100 Q is equal to 5,000. Divide by 100, divide by 100, Q is equal to 50. Back substitute, and that's going to be P is equal to 40 times 50 plus 300, and 40 times 50 is 200 or 2,000. Be 2,000, right? which would be 2,300. Okay, so I know B is those two numbers, but I have no idea what A is because I don't understand what they're asking when you have two equations and they're not telling you which one to use. I'm kind of at a loss on what they're asking. So I'm going to put a 3 here and a 3 here. Okay, why is it not giving us the answer? Oh my.
Well, to get A, what I did is when you set up 1100 equals 40Q plus 300, I just solved it and I got 20, which is Q for the supply, and then I did the other equation equals negative 60Q plus 5300, and then I got the demand.
You're talking about these two?
Yeah, 20 is the supply and 70 is the demand.
Okay, well, that I thought that's what they did, but a certain company has supply and demand functions. But look how the supply and demand, usually supply is not and demand is not the same equation. I'm sorry. So
Yeah, I don't know what I was just confused, but I just
you
winged
just did it like I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we did get it right. So we are doing it right. That's supply is usually S and demand is usually Q, but we're not gonna discuss that. I'm not here to. I'm a math teacher. I'm not a business economics teacher. So anyway, and this is going to be 50 and 2,300. Market price is that'd be price is 2,300, and the units are 50. Okay, I like the two questions, but I don't like the way it's written. So I probably would not put one like this on a test. I don't like the fact that they say demand and supply, and they give you technically the same function. To me, that's throwing you off. And then down here, they pretty much want it bass-backwards. Or no, they don't want it bass-backwards. Just the way I just don't like the way they've got this written. Okay, that's just me. And a teacher. A teacher does that. A teacher don't like the way other teachers write stuff, and that's just me. All right, next. All right, that's 2.340, 2.340. So we're getting about 2 of each. So we'll do this one as just reassurance. Okay, so they give us one that says P is equal to 40Q plus 200, and P is equal to negative 40Q plus 12,200. I'm just making sure I wrote that right. 40Q and negative 40Q plus, because nobody ever writes it like that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is what we did before. They gave us 2,200 for both. They told us to go ahead and type in 2,200. So I'm going to put 2,200 equals, I just think that's not written right. So 2,200 is equal to 40Q plus 200, and 2,200 is equal to negative 40Q plus 12,200. And by using your algebra, that's going to be 2,000 is equal to 40Q, divide by 40, divide by 40, And 200 divided by 40 is 50. It should be. And minus 12,200, minus 12,200. That should be what, 10,000? Y'all have to help me out. It'd be a negative, wouldn't it? Equals negative 40Q. Divide by negative 40. Divide by negative 40. 1,000 is equal to Q. So that's the first part. So 50 and 1,000, or 1,050. I might have had it backwards. Whatever. Did I not do? I did 50. Okay. Oh, 4. Okay. 4. I don't know where I got 4 goes into. Oh, I just wrote 1,000 right there. I'm sorry. That should be 250. Okay, now you set equal to each other, or not set equal to each other. I'm going to use elimination. So I'm going to take P minus 40Q is equal to 200, and then P plus 40Q, I'm sorry, P plus 40Q is equal to 12,200. And the minus and the, let's see, wait a minute, that'd be a plus, yeah. I think these go out, and that's going to be 2P is equal to 12,400 divided by 2. P is equal to 6,200. And you can take that and plug it back in for P, and that's going to be 6,200 equals 40Q plus 200, and minus the 200, that's going to be 6,000 is equal to 40Q. Divide by 40, divide by 40, and that's 600 divided by 4. So 600 divided by 4, I have no idea. So 4 will go in there, 50, 150. Y'all check my math. So let's check, see if we're right. 150 and 6,200. Let's see, when I just don't understand how they can make two equations equal to each other and ask for something different. Do y'all understand what I'm talking about? Anybody? Nobody's going to say anything. Okay. Mr. Justice, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? Justice. I mean, they have 2 equations right here, and yeah, they tell us right here, supply and demand respectfully. Why? I
don't know. I guess it was just like to make it easier. Like, you know, like how you teach about expressions. I think what they were just doing is just setting it up to where you can use the same expression and just know clearly that it's supply and.
I guess that's their thinking, but I disagree with it, because I'll be honest with you. Let me ask, who asked this question? Miss Hollister, are you there? You on here anywhere? What confused you about this question? Miss Hollister? Who sent the other one? Somebody else sent
I sent the other one.
Okay. What confused you about it?
I was confused on how to set it up, especially because of the 2 equations.
Yeah.
But now that I see it, I was like, oh, well then.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Miss Hollister. I don't know if are you able to respond, Miss Hollister? I guess not. Okay. I think if you're confused, it's probably because of these two equations, but
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it alone. I would probably not put that on the test because that confuses too many people. So I'm going to leave that one alone. All right, 2.345/18. Okay, using data and projections from 1980 through 2050, the percent of Hispanics in a certain country, civilians, non-institutional population. What the hell is that? In a certain country, civilian, non-institutional population. I understand what civilian is and population. Non-institutional. That's a big word. Is given by Y is equal to 0.262x plus 10.2. The percent of Africans is given by Y is equal to 0.062x plus 13.9. Where X is the number of, I'm sorry, what?
Maybe they're talking about people who aren't citizens.
Why don't they just say that?
I don't know. It's kind of,
all right. X is equal to the number of years after 1980. I mean, if you go into Six Flags or Carowinds or Disney World or Disneyland and you don't have a ticket, they're going to say you don't have a ticket. They're not going to say you're non-institutional. Let's try that. Let's look that up. I got to look that up, y'all. Non-institutional definition.
I love how it says Church of Christ.
Yeah. Non-institutional definition. Not belonging to or relating to.
Yeah, so like,
Yeah.
non-citizen.
I guess that not belonging to, I guess that's too harsh.
Not belonging to America.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what happens to you if you try to get into New York, what if you try to get into Disney World and you don't have a ticket?
I've never been to Disney World.
Well, what happens if you go to Six Flags and you get in and they ask you for a ticket and you don't have one?
You get kicked out of the place or go
There,
by.
I tell you what, that's non-institutional. All right, so where X is the number of years, during what year does the percent of Hispanics equal? So it's set equal to each other. Or you can actually use your handy dandy calculator. I'm going to do both so that way you can feel like you're learning something in here. All right, equals. Y is equal to 0.262x plus 10.2. And the next one is 0.062x plus 13.9. And I don't see it, so I'm going to do a zoom standard. If I can find zoom. Standard, let's try standard first. Okay, there's one line. Okay, zoom fit. Let's try zoom fit. There we go. We're making progress. And I'm going to go to zoom and I'm going to move zoom out and move over and move up. And hit second, trace, intersect. And my guess is going to be right in there. Okay, the calculator says that we are crossing at 18.5, comma, 15.05. So that's one way to find the intersection. The other way is set equal to each other. 0.262x plus 10.2 is equal to 0.062x plus 13.9. And of course, this is my smaller bucket because 6 cents is less than 26 cents. Oops, I'm sorry. So I'm going to move the smaller bucket across the river. And that's going to give me 0.200x. You don't have to write the zeros. 0.2x is fine. Okay. Take the 10.2 across the river. And that's going to equal 3.7 divide by 0.2 divide by 0.2. Well, you know 3.7 divided by 2. Excuse me. 1 point what? 1.35? No, that wouldn't be right. 1.75 or something like that. So that'd be like I'm just going to do it in the calculator. So 3.7 divided by 0.2, 18.5. 185 is what I was trying to say. 1.85 is what I was trying to say a while ago. And of course, if you plug that back in, and I'm not going to do it, I'm going to let y'all do that, into one of these equations, you should get 15.05. Question. Okay. That's a test question. I don't mind that. Why do I not mind this one? Because it's pretty what? It's pretty straightforward. And of course, you add the 19 years to 1980, and you get 1999. Anybody know what song was popular in 1999?
Not off the top of my head.
Prince's Party Like It's 1999. Y'all forget it. Just forget it. I'm not even gonna ask. All right.
Like it's 1990.
So somebody has heard of it. Thank you. All right, delete. That's 45. 51, 2.351/20. Hey, y'all getting y'all's money's worth today. Feel like I'm doing your homework. One safe investment pays 7% per year, and more risky investment pays 8% per year. How much must be invested in each account if an investor of $107,000 would like a return of 7.780 per year? Where in the heck did this question come from? Are they going to use compound interest? Okay, I see what they're doing. Okay, so x plus y is equal to 107,000. That should be what they're doing. Let me make sure. Yeah, x plus y is equal to 107,000. So x plus y is equal to 107,000. And then 0.07x plus 0.07y is equal to, it should be 7780. If I'm not mistaken, that's probably what they're doing. Let me check before we start. I've never seen this question before. That's why I'm checking. $14.8. Yeah, it is. That's what they're doing. So here's the question. And I'm going to let y'all do this one. No, it's supposed to be a 0.08, I think. Hold on. 0.08 is the second one. 107 and 77.8. That's supposed to be 0.808. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all do this one. Do it any way you'd like. You can do it by, you can actually do it by graphing, but I would not suggest graphing it by hand. You could stay equal to each other, excuse me, and you can use substitution or elimination. I can tell you right now, I'm going to use elimination. I'm going to give y'all 2 minutes. And if you can't do it in 2 minutes, y'all all know what that means. All right, I am going to multiply the top by negative 0.07. Now you don't have to do this. You can do it any other way you want. I like elimination because it's out of the substitution elimination, it's the less complicated, especially when you got decimals. I'm not going to use graphing. I could use it on the graphing calculator, but I'd have to solve for y, and that takes more time. So the best route is to use elimination. So when I do that, I get negative 0.07x minus 0.07y is equal to, well, I'm not Rain Man, so I can't do that in my head. So that's going to be so 107,000. And I'm going to multiply that by negative 0.07. I get negative 7490. And of course, these cancel. And you're left with 0.01y is equal to, well, 77. I'm just going to do it. 7780 minus 7490. I get 290. And divide by 0.01, which is going to be a big number. Divided by 0.01, 29,000. Now you can plug that back into the simplest equation right here. And you're going to subtract 29,000, so 107,000 minus 29,000. Don't hit the backspace. And enter. I get 78,000. So that looks like your answer is going to be 78,000, 29,000. So X is 78,000. And Y should be 29,000. And you feel good about yourself. I'll be honest with you, I've never seen a question asked like that before. I've never seen that where I thought they were asking for compound interest, because I've never seen a solving systems of equation, and I've been teaching a long time.
Gmail.
I've never seen one written like this. I'm not going to say it's bad. It does take you off guard. I can guarantee you some of y'all might have been thinking of simple or compound interest. I don't know. But you can do that with the way they've got it written. You can do it with elimination or substitution or graphing. Why might the investor use two accounts? Well, that's not, don't ever, don't put all your eggs in one basket for one reason. But although the 8% account seems to earn more interest, the 7% account has no hidden fees. Well, I don't know. That information is not given, whether they have hidden fees or not. The 8% account is riskier than the 7% account. Thus, a greater chance the investor will lose money if all placed in the 8% account. I'm thinking, yeah, I could see, yeah, B could be a possibility. Okay. Investing in two accounts always yields more than investing in one, not necessarily. The 8% account does not earn as much interest as the 7% account. Okay. That's true. The 8% account is 8%. And 7% is the other one. So that's true also, but I believe the answer would be B. I may be wrong. That is, this saying is B. I like the question, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I'd put it on a test, because it may catch some of you off guard, but now it won't, because of course we did the problem. So, but who sent that one? I want to ask you a question. Miss Abrams, you there? Can
Yes.
you talk, Miss Abrams? What caught you off guard about that one? The percentages and the rates and stuff?
Mainly the percentages.
Yeah. Like I said, when I saw that question, I thought instantly of compound interest. Somebody sent another question in after this one. Let's see, wait, what is that one? Okay, you sent the same one. Why are you sending the same one, Justice?
Just for like another explanation of it.
Okay. All right, go ahead and do this one. One safe investment pays 9%. The other one pays 11%. All right, so go ahead and do that one. So X plus Y is equal to 102,000. And 0.09x plus 0.11y is equal to 9740. Give y'all a couple of minutes. So I think you're going to multiply the top, I would, by negative 0.09. That's going to be 0.09x minus 0.09y. And the calculator is going to give us negative 0.09 times 102,000. Negative 0.09 times 102,000.
9180.
Thank you, sir. And 9740 minus 9180, 560. So when you add the two, these go out, and you've got 560, and that's going to be 11 minus 9 is 2.02y divided by 0.02 divided by 0.02, and y is equal to 560 divided by 0.02, 28,000. Back substitute. Excuse me. Corona. And 28,000, so 102,000. Minus inverse answer. I get 74,000. Okay. So 9% would be 74,000. And the middle event would be 28,000. and 11% is riskier. You should feel good about that one. And I'm going to go ahead and move on.
That helped me understand it better.
Good.
I solved that.
2.3, 55/21. 55/21. Soybean meal is 16% protein. All right, this is kind of down my alley. Okay, except we don't mix 320 pounds, a whole lot more than that. Soybean meal is 16% protein and cornmeal is 8% protein. How many pounds of each? Okay, so X plus Y is equal to 320. And let's see, which one's X? I guess I'll make soybean meal equal to X. 0.16X plus 0.08Y is equal to 320 pounds at 9%. 320 at 9%. Okay, so I think that's how we should do that one. Let me check to make sure. Make sure they ain't doing something crazy. X plus Y is 240, yep. And that's right. So I just wanted to make sure that they were multiplying that, because you have to, because they give you a percentage right there. All right. So we feel good about ourselves, and now let's do the problem. I'll probably, actually, you could get rid of the decimals and make it a whole lot easier. Or you could multiply the top by negative 0.16 if you wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and change 320 times 0.09. 28.8. So you got X plus Y is equal to 320, and 0.16X plus 0.08Y is equal to 28.8. You can multiply the top by negative 0.16. Negative 0.16x minus 0.16y is equal to 320 times 0.16. 320 times 0.16. 51.2. And of course the 16s go out. And 8 cent minus 16 cent is minus 8 cent, I think, right? And 28 plus 51 is going to be what, 79.80? Divide by negative 0.08. Divide by negative 0.08. Shouldn't come out negative. 80 divided by 0.08. Did y'all come out with a negative? Y is equal to a negative 1,000. What'd y'all come out with on that one?
Negative 1,000.
Okay, I did the math right. Okay, and now plug and chug, back substitute. X minus 1,000 is equal to 320. X is equal to 320 minus 1 or plus 1,000. X is equal to 1320. So 1320 and negative 1,000. Let me see what the question says. I don't believe we're going to have negative 1,000. Cornmeal would be, I'm just going to say 1,000. I don't know what I've done wrong. That negative 1,000 bothers me. 280. Yeah, we didn't get 280. I think we did something wrong. Let's see. What did I do wrong? I'm just looking. Yeah, we did something way wrong. Let's check to see what I did wrong. If anybody sees what I did wrong, speak up. X plus Y is equal to 320, and 0.16x plus 0.08y is equal to 320 times 0.09. Okay, 0.09, 320, 16, and 8. Okay, 320 times 0.09. 28.8. So X plus Y is equal to 320, and 0.16x plus 0.08y is equal to 28.8. And I'm going to multiply the top by negative 0.16. And that's going to give me negative 0.16x minus 0.16y is equal to negative 0.16 times 320. Negative 0.16 times 320. Negative 51.2. I don't think I did that, did I? I didn't do negative.
We didn't do the negative.
That's it. Negative 51.2. And that cancels. And that's going to give us negative 0.08y and 28. So that's going to be plus 28.8.
Negative
22.4.
Yeah.
Negative 22.4. And divide that by negative 0.08.
280.
Ding! Y is equal to 280. Back substitute. X plus 280 is equal to 320. X is equal to what, 40?
Yeah, 40.
That's a whole lot better. Thank you. I'm glad we caught that. You go cross-eyed after you do several of these questions. Okay, class got to quit because you're going to start convulsing. All right, so we've gotten, and somebody sent another question in. Okay, I'll delete this one, but I'll keep the other one. All right, so we didn't get to the pretest today. Probably get to it Thursday because I'm going to finish these. So we'll start again Thursday. Let me take the roll and cut off the do jigger. Stop recording.